Wisteria Energy Twister. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is from Japanese fairy tales, The Jelly and the Monkey. Well, The Jellyfish and the Monkey, I apologise. Long ago in old Japan, in the days when jellyfish was a hard creature with a shell and bones, the oceans were covered by Rin Shin, the Dragon King of the sea. He was the ruler of all sea creatures, both great and small, and lived in a palace at the bottom of the ocean so beautiful that no one has ever seen anything like it, even in dreams. But despite all this, the Dragon King was not happy, for he reigned on his own and was lonely. Finally, he decided to find a wife and called several fish ambassadors to search the oceans for a suitable bride for the Dragon King. At length, they brought to the palace a lovely young dragon, with scales like the glittering green of the waves and eyes the gleaming white of pearls, whom the king fell in love with at once. The wedding ceremony was celebrated with great splendour, and every living thing in the ocean rejoiced, from the largest whale to the tiniest of shrimp. The Dragon King and his bride were very happy together for just 2 months. But then, the Dragon Queen suddenly fell very ill. The desperate king ordered the best doctor and nurses to look after her, but instead of getting better, the young queen grew worse daily. The doctor tried to excuse himself by saying that although he knew the right kind of medicine, it was impossible to find it in the sea. "Tell me what it is," demanded the Dragon King. "The liver cut from a live monkey," answered the doctor. "If we could only get that, Her Majesty would soon recover." "Well, even though we sea creatures cannot leave the ocean, we must get a monkey to cut up somehow," decided the king. He called his chef steward for advice, who thought for some time and declared, "I know. The jellyfish is ugly to look at, but he has a hard shell and 4 bony legs and can walk on land. As an island. An island, yes, where there will be live monkeys. Swim to the south. Let the jellyfish be there. There, to see if he can catch a monkey. Maybe he can trick one into coming here." The jellyfish was summoned and ordered to entice a monkey to the Dragon King's palace. Although very worried about the task, the poor jellyfish had no choice but to swim off at once. Luckily, when he reached Monkey Island, he saw a big pine tree, and on one of the branches was just what he was looking for, a live monkey. "How do you do, Mr. Monkey?" called the jellyfish, thinking quickly of a plan. "Isn't it a lovely day?" he added politely. "A very fine day," answered the monkey. "I have never seen you before. What is your name?" "My name is Jellyfish, and I have heard much about you and your beautiful island, so I come to see it," answered the jellyfish. "I'm very glad to see you," said the monkey. "By the by," and the jellyfish, "have you seen the palace of the Dragon King of the sea where I live?" "I've often heard of it, but I've never seen it," answered the monkey. "Then you ought to most surely come. The beauty of the palace is beyond all description. It's certainly the most loveliest place in the world," said the jellyfish. And he described the beauty and grandeur of the Sea King's palace, the wonders of the garden, and the oceans all around. The monkey grew more and more interested, and come down the tree. "I should love to come with you," he sighed, "but how am I to cross the water? I can't swim." "There is no difficulty about that. I can carry you on my back," said the jellyfish. So the excited monkey leaped on the jellyfish, on the hard shell, and the creature plunged into the sea, thus taking the monkey to where he needed to be. And along they went, skimming through waves, and they were about halfway when the jellyfish began to feel more and more sorry for the terrible fate which lay ahead for the monkey. With a sigh, he told the monkey everything, how he was to be killed for the liver so the dragon queen could live. The poor monkey was horrified, very angry at the trick played on him. But he was clever, so tried to keep calm and think of some way to escape. A bright thought struck him, and he said quite cheerfully, "What a pity it was, Mr. Jellyfish, that you did not tell me before we left the island. I have several livers, and would happily have given you one, but I have left them all. They're all hanging on the pine tree." The jellyfish was very disappointed, for he believed the story. "Never mind," said the monkey. "Take me back to where you found me, and I will fetch a liver." The pleased jellyfish turned his course towards Monkey Island once more, but no sooner had he reached the shore than the sly monkey scampered up the pine tree and jeered at him. "Of course I won't give you my liver, but come and get it if you can," mocked the monkey. There was nothing for the jellyfish to do but return to the Dragon King and confess the failure. Of course, the Dragon King was beside himself with fury. He ordered a terrible punishment, that all the bones were to be drawn out from the jellyfishes of the sea, every single one of them. They were to be beaten with sticks until the shells broke off and they were left with a flattened pulp, then banished from the palace. The jellyfish, humiliated and horrified beyond all words, cried out for pardon, but the Dragon King's order had to be obeyed. And that is why, ever since, the descendants of the jellyfish have all been soft and boneless, just as you see them today. Yep, thrown up by the waves, high upon the shores of Japan, soft and boneless, because the Dragon King beat the bones out of them. The end. Well, that's a different story indeed. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. Please hit the like, share if you can, and consider subscribing. Many blessings.
Wisteria, energy, twister.